Everything has changed.
We're still together, yet we're apart.
Being apart is tough. We're human. We're here to make connections, live together, learn together.
We at Blackpool and the Fylde College are virtually by your side.
As a Blackpool and the Fylde College student, you're never alone. While we're in lockdown, we're also helping unlock your potential, building futures.
And we're doing it together.
We are all growing together.
We used to talk about B&FC having a sense of community like no other large college in the UK, but in the weeks we've been apart, we've not only felt it, we've seen it.
We've always knew our students were remarkable, but you've exceeded our expectations. Students supporting the community, striving for excellence in exceptional environments.
Here in Blackpool, we live in an extraordinary place. That shore, the tower, our peers, our communities.
They make us who we are.
And it's because we're so fortunate that this new way of doing things is even more of a challenge. It makes you realise what great things we shared together.
The fun we had, the games we played, the work we did, the songs we sang.
And we'll sing again. While it might feel like forever, this situation is only temporary. We'll all be back together before you know it.
Learning new lessons, playing new games, singing new songs.
Because if there's one thing we've all learned, it's that we're better together.
Blackpool and the Fylde College. Ready when you are. Everything has changed.
We're still together, yet we're apart.
Being apart is tough. We're human. We're here to make connections, live together, learn together.
We at Blackpool and the Fylde College are virtually by your side.
As a Blackpool and the Fylde College student, you're never alone. While we're in lockdown, we're also helping unlock your potential, building futures.
And we're doing it together.
We are all growing together.
We used to talk about B&FC having a sense of community like no other large college in the UK, but in the weeks we've been apart, we've not only felt it, we've seen it.
We've always knew our students were remarkable, but you've exceeded our expectations. Students supporting the community, striving for excellence in exceptional environments.
Here in Blackpool, we live in an extraordinary place. That shore, the tower, our peers, our communities.
They make us who we are.
And it's because we're so fortunate that this new way of doing things is even more of a challenge. It makes you realise what great things we shared together.
The fun we had, the games we played, the work we did, the songs we sang.
And we'll sing again. While it might feel like forever, this situation is only temporary. We'll all be back together before you know it.
Learning new lessons, playing new games, singing new songs.
Because if there's one thing we've all learned, it's that we're better together.
Blackpool and the Fylde College. Ready when you are. Everything has changed.
We're still together, yet we're apart.
Being apart is tough. We're human. We're here to make connections, live together, learn together.
We at Blackpool and the Fylde College are virtually by your side.
As a Blackpool and the Fylde College student, you're never alone. While we're in lockdown, we're also helping unlock your potential, building futures.
And we're doing it together.
We are all growing together.
We used to talk about B&FC having a sense of community like no other large college in the UK, but in the weeks we've been apart, we've not only felt it, we've seen it.
We've always knew our students were remarkable, but you've exceeded our expectations. Students supporting the community, striving for excellence in exceptional environments.
Here in Blackpool, we live in an extraordinary place. That's sure. The tower, our peers, our communities.
They make us who we are.
And it's because we're so fortunate that this new way of doing things is even more of a challenge. It makes you realise what great things we shared together.
The fun we had, the games we played, the work we did, the songs we sang.
And we'll sing again. While it might feel like forever, this situation is only temporary. We'll all be back together before you know it.
Learning new lessons, playing new games, singing new songs.
Because if there's one thing we've all learned, it's that we're better together.
Blackpool and the Fylde College. Ready when you are. Everything has changed.
We're still together, yet we're apart.
Being apart is tough. We're human. We're here to make connections, live together, learn together.
We at Blackpool and the Fylde College are virtually by your side.
As a Blackpool and the Fylde College student, you're never alone. While we're in lockdown, we're also helping unlock your potential, building futures.
And we're doing it together.
We are all growing together.
We used to talk about B&FC having a sense of community like no other large college in the UK, but in the weeks we've been apart, we've not only felt it, we've seen it.
We've always knew our students were remarkable, but you've exceeded our expectations. Students supporting the community, striving for excellence in exceptional environments.
Here in Blackpool, we live in an extraordinary place. That shore, the tower, our peers, our communities.
They make us who we are.
And it's because we're so fortunate that this new way of doing things is even more of a challenge. It makes you realise what great things we shared together.
The fun we had, the games we played, the work we did, the songs we sang.
And we'll sing again. While it might feel like forever, this situation is only temporary. We'll all be back together before you know it.
Learning new lessons, playing new games, singing new songs.
Because if there's one thing we've all learned, it's that we're better together.
Blackpool and the Fylde College. Ready when you are. Everything has changed.
We're still together, yet we're apart.
Being apart is tough. We're human. We're here to make connections, live together, learn together.
We at Blackpool and the Fylde College are virtually by your side.
As a Blackpool and the Fylde College student, you're never alone. While we're in lockdown, we're also helping unlock your potential, building futures.
And we're doing it together.
We are all growing together.
We used to talk about B&FC having a sense of community like no other large college in the UK, but in the weeks we've been apart, we've not only felt it, we've seen it.
We've always knew our students were remarkable, but you've exceeded our expectations. Students supporting the community, striving for excellence in exceptional environments.
Here in Blackpool, we live in an extraordinary place. That shore, the tower, our peers, our communities.
They make us who we are.
And it's because we're so fortunate that this new way of doing things is even more of a challenge. It makes you realise what great things we shared together.
The fun we had, the games we played, the work we did, the songs we sang.
And we'll sing again. While it might feel like forever, this situation is only temporary. We'll all be back together before you know it.
Learning new lessons, playing new games, singing new songs.
Because if there's one thing we've all learned, it's that we're better together.
Blackpool and Ford College. Ready when you are.
Hello and everyone, welcome to the Big Blackpool Quiz. I'm very sorry for the few seconds delay in coming onto camera. As soon as I was about to change over, I wanted to have a sip of cup of tea before I turned the camera on, and I ended up spilling it over a load of cables, so I've just popped a towel down there. But yes, welcome to the fourth instalment of the Big Blackpool Quiz. My name is Callum Morley. I'm the Student Engagement Coordinator for Blackpool and Ford College. Hello to all those from Blackpool. And I'm now going to have a sip of my tea. I did get a complaint last week that people do not like me slurping my tea. Well, you can deal with it. Just for this week, I promise I'll try and get a straw or something for the next upcoming weeks. Hello to those who are watching us from further away. If you're tuning in from somewhere else in the country, bonjour. I hope that you enjoy our quiz. As I said, this is our fourth episode. We've had 3 before, but our theme tonight is Hubble, Bubble, Magic and Trouble. So I hope you all have been reading up on your magic knowledge. For those who are joining the first time, you know, I always say this, but we do have something on our website. The link is just down there, called the Show Kindness Hub. On the Show Kindness Hub, there's lots of things that you can be doing to get yourself keeping mentally wealthy in isolation. Lots of different activities that you can do. And I actually did one just before I came on camera. Well, not just before I came on camera, because I had to have a shower afterwards. But you know, you can't put something on the internet without doing it yourself, or you're hypocritical. So I actually tried a John Wick's workout. I know all of you at home will be going, ooh, and then some of you will be going, yeah, right. But no, I did. It was a 15-minute workout. I know some of you are going, congratulations, 15 minutes. Well done. But yes, I broke my foot about 2 months ago, so I'm getting there in terms of working myself back up. But yeah, that is one of the things that we have on our website, is a list of recommended YouTubers, fitness YouTubers to be exact. So you can go on the Show Kindness Hub and have a look on there. There's also things to do with like cooking or meditation. There's also parenting tips. If you're a parent watching the quiz tonight, there are some parenting tips on there, and how to handle your children in isolation. But yes, things are starting to reopen. Has anyone been anywhere this week? Have some of you been to Primark? Have some of you queued up from 6 a.m. to get into Primark? Put it in the comments below. I want to know. And tell me why. Why would you possibly queue up from 6 a.m. to get into Primark? I just do not understand. Now, with every quiz, I do say that we might run into a few technical difficulties. This is just what happens sometimes. And if you've been watching since 7:30, you might have already seen something that wasn't quite correct in the intro video, where it said that I would be on from 7:45. Now, traditionally, I do come on at 7:45. Talk to you for about 10 minutes, and then we take a 5-minute break before the quiz at 8. But I decided that I might as well come on at 10 to 8, just talk to you for 10 minutes, and then we can just move on into the quiz. So that's how it's going to run from now on. Each week we'll do a bit of a 10-minute session. You can talk to me in the chat section if you're logged in. Anything you put in the chat section I can see currently, so if you want to say hello you can do, and I'll give you a bit of a shout out, but if not, you can stay anonymous and just watch me. There's no guests for tonight, although I have just had a conversation with a lovely lady today about being a guest quiz master on one of the quizzes, and she might host a round, so expect that in a few weeks' time. It's very exciting, and as I say, she's lovely. I don't want to give names or anything away yet, but she is lovely, she is well known, and she has been on TV. So there you go. As always, you can suggest a theme for the quiz. So as I said, this week's theme is Hubble, Bubble, Magic and Trouble. But if you want to suggest a theme, something that we haven't done yet, or you want us to redo one of them, then go to our website, www.studentsunionblackpool.co.uk/bbquiz. If you scroll down, there is a section where you can suggest a theme. You don't need to give us your email address or anything like that. You can just suggest a theme. It takes 2 seconds to do. Also on there, if you've been part of this quiz before, or if you've been watching the intro, you'll know that this quiz is all in aid of NHS Charities Together. We are trying to raise £50 to send over, but we have set up a Just Giving page on Just Giving, so you can give directly through that. If you do go to our website, www.studentsunionblackpool.co.uk/bbquiz, the link is on there for you to donate. That is if you do have the funds. I know in this current climate you might not have any spare change, but anything that you do have, please do go and donate. It'd be great to be able to give back to the NHS. How to play. So I do this every week, how to play. So the number one rule, number one thing that you need to do is grab a pen and paper, because you need to write your answers down. Don't try and remember them all in your head, because you won't. There are 50 questions in this quiz, 5 rounds, 65 points up for grabs. Yes, that does mean that there is a bonus question at the end of the quiz. And this week, I will remember before we go to a break. So, yes, 65 points up for grabs, 5 rounds, 10 questions in each round. I am bringing back some impersonations this week. I know you all loved it when I first did it in week 2. So this week I will bring back some impersonations for you all, and you can guess the characters. Second thing is, don't Google the answers. I do get this question sometimes of, can we Google the answers? I'm like, well, yes you can. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to come to your house and tell you off. I can't see what you're doing or who you're playing with. But I would advise against it, because you're only cheating yourself. We will go through the answers after a 5-minute break. So we go through all the questions, we have a 5-minute break, then I'll come back with the answers, and you can tell me in the comment section how many you got right. You can play on your own or against others, and I do suggest playing against others. You can play on your own. If you want, you can just listen to me and mark all your answers down. But I do suggest that you compete against family members, or compete in a group with family members, of course, if they're in your bubble, or through Skype or Zoom or your friends. Get them all on a Skype chat. Watch me make a prat out of myself for 45 minutes. You get to enjoy that. And yeah, the more people, the better, the more fun you'll have. And there's no prizes for this quiz, ladies and gentlemen. It's all just for good fun. Now, my boss did say to me, she said, Callum, are you going to dress up for today's quiz? And of course I said, sure, why not? There's no place I haven't been to with this quiz at the moment, so why don't we just make a prat out of me even more? So we have a lovely cape here that I'll wear for today's quiz. Thank you. If you think I'm getting paid more to do this, you're wrong. I choose to do this. This cape it's a press stud. It's very old. I will lose it at some point to die. And if you guess, can you guess the character who I'm going for? I have a lovely red lip liner. It might give it away. Who am I going for? That I feel like I am appropriately prepared for today's quiz. Can you guess? It's the wrong way round. Well, it's too late now because it is 8 o'clock and we need to get on with this quiz so you can all enjoy it and then go and enjoy the rest of your evening. So grab your pen and papers. I'm just going to have a sip of my tea and let's get on with the questions. Grab your pen and paper. Here we go. So, 5 rounds, 10 questions in each round, 65 points up for grabs, and we're here with question 1. Actually, round 1, just to let you know, it's a general knowledge round. Before each round, I'll let you know what they are as well. So, question 1. Who played the Goblin King in the film Labyrinth? Who played the Goblin King in the film Labyrinth? Oh, and for this week's quiz, since all of you say that I don't give you enough time, that I'm measuring 10 seconds wrong, here's a timer for you. Let it be your own detriment. 3, 2, 1. Question 2. Which wizard was the supporter of King Arthur? Which wizard was the supporter of King Arthur? 10 seconds on the clock. So I'll read the question twice. Then there'll be 10 seconds on the clock. You'll have 10 seconds to answer. Then we'll move to the next question. Pretty self-explanatory. Question 3. What is the name of the American Horror Story season where witches first appear? What is the name of the American Horror Story season where witches first appear? 10 seconds on the clock. I feel like we need some music behind the timers as well. Question 4. In what year was Wizards of Waverly Place the movie released? In what year was Wizards of Waverly Place the movie released? 10 seconds on the clock. Question 5. Centaurs are legendary magical animals. They are half human and half what? Centaurs are legendary animals. They are half human and half what? 10 seconds on the clock. Hope you're all having a lovely evening. We're halfway through the work week. Just 2 more days left to go. Question 6. In the 2005 film The Magic Roundabout, Joanna Lumley provided the voice for which character? In 2005 film The Magic Roundabout, Joanna Lumley provided the voice for which character? Three, two, one. In J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit, Bilbo Baggins and a band of dwarfs set off to steal a treasure from a dragon. What is the dragon's name? Question 7. In J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit, Bilbo Baggins and a band of dwarfs set off to steal a treasure from a dragon. What is the dragon's name? 10 seconds on the clock. Question 8. Which professional snooker player has the nickname The Magician? Question 8. Which professional snooker player has the nickname The Magician? 10 seconds on the clock. I bet you all expected that this quiz would be about Harry Potter. There are some Harry Potter questions in here. But yes, bet some of these caught you off guard. Question 9. On Britain's Got Talent 2020, father and son magician act James and Dylan Piper left us spellbound when they revealed a canvas of Simon and his son Eric riding what? Question 9. On Britain's Got Talent 2020, father and son magician act James and Dylan Piper left us spellbound when they revealed a canvas of Simon and his son Eric riding what? 10 seconds on the clock. Question 10. Who wrote the Wizard of Oz books? Question 10, and the last question of this round. Who wrote the Wizard of Oz books? And that's 10 seconds on the clock. My button has come undone. And that, ladies and gentlemen, and all those who have yet to decide, is the end of round 1. Round 2. We have a picture round, and it's Name That Movie. And we have some bonus points. So we have 10 images that I'm going to show you. Each one is of a mythical creature from a movie. You get a point for naming the movie, and you get a point if you can name the creature. So that's a point for naming the movie, and a bonus point for naming the creature. Okay, and here is image 1. 10 seconds. Which movie and what type of creature is it? Image 2. 10 seconds on the clock. Number 3. Which movie and what type of creature is it? Oh, 10 seconds on the clock. My apologies. The blue stars, if you see a blue star, that means that there are bonus points for those who are just joining. And the next one. Which movie and what type of creature is it? And this one. And the next one. Which movie? This one's a really hard one, I think. I'm joking, obviously. And the next one. Now this one is a hard one. Some of you might be able to guess what movie it's from, but can you tell me what creature it is? Can you remember? Oh, 10 seconds on the clock. I've given you plenty more than that. A little bit of extra time to think on this one. However, these next ones are a little bit harder. Name the movie. Name the creature. 10 seconds on the clock. It's funny. I put this clock to be a little bit vindictive, and it's ended up being my detriment because I keep forgetting to knock it on. Anyway, the next one. Name of the movie and what kind of creature is it? 10 seconds on the clock. And the next one. Very colourful ones. And this is the last image for this round. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're heading into round 3. And round 3, what is the theme? It is a quote round, and it's all Harry Potter characters. So, let me take my cape off because it's getting too warm. So, a quote will come up on your screen. I'm going to switch and I will be in the middle of your screen so you can see me. To help you, I will give you a clue. The clue will be me doing an impersonation of the character. You need to tell me the name of the Harry Potter character. If you're sitting there thinking, well, I haven't watched Harry Potter, well, you knew the theme of this quiz before you sat down. No excuses. Anyway, we're going to go with round 3. There is 10 seconds on the clock. I'll do the impersonation and then we'll put 10 seconds on the clock before we move to the next one. Okay, round 3, quote 1. Oh, and let's just move my screen over here. Hi. I'm bigger now. Quote 1. And here is the impersonation. Now, if you two don't mind, I'm going to bed before either of you can come up with another clever idea to get us killed, or worse, expelled. And 10 seconds on the clock. Oh, if I move over to the right screen. 10 seconds. Now, if you two don't mind, I'm going to bed before either of you can come up with another clever idea to get us killed, or worse, expelled. And the quotes are coming from the films, not the books. So for those Potterheads out there, yes, these aren't the exact quotes from the book. But anyway, quote number 2. It's a little bit crazy. I killed Sirius Black. You coming to get me? 10 seconds on the clock. Me and my manager are going to have a talk tomorrow. I'm only kidding. This is actually a favourite part of my week. Quote 3. Training for the ballet, Potter. 10 seconds on the clock. Who is the character who says that? They're all from Harry Potter. And quote number 4. Oh, this is an angry one. I'm just going to turn my microphone down a little bit. Then you should have died rather than betray your friends, as we would have done for you. Ooh, 10 seconds on the clock. We'll turn my microphone back up. I'm not going to be doing these impersonations again for the answer round. So you only have to put up with these for one, and so do my neighbours. Quote number 5. You're a little scary sometimes, you know that? Brilliant, but scary. 10 seconds on the clock. Now I don't get the accents right, but the accents aren't important. It's the impersonation that's important, and we all know that my impersonations are Oscar worthy. So there we go. And quote number 6. Nasty brats standing there, bold as brass. Harry Potter, the boy who stopped the Dark Lord, friend of mudbloods and blood traitors alike. Which character is that? That's quite a hard one. That's why I threw it in. Who is the character? Quote number 7. I've always wanted to use that spell. That was my best Scottish accent. I'm so sorry if there's any Scots watching out there. But there's 10 seconds on the clock now. We're gonna breeze right through this one. Although it's one of my favourite lines. That and Molly Weasley's line, which I really wanted to include, but it did have some profanity, so I didn't include it in this round. But anyway, quote number 8. You've got him. Yeah. Things we lose have a way of coming back to us in the end, if not always in the way we expect. 10 seconds on the clock. I can just imagine all those who have never watched Harry Potter sitting there and being like, what is he doing? What? Quote number 9. Why, dear boy, we don't send wizards to Azkaban for blowing up their hearts. 10 seconds on the clock. There's one more. There's one more that you've got to put up with, and then we're going to go through it. We're on to round 4 then. And quote number 10. The boy who lived, come to die. Oh, 10 seconds on the clock. Now, I'm pretty sure behind me there's a kid's room, so they'll just think that I'm playing pretend, so that's fine. It's okay if my neighbours think I'm mental. I am a little bit. But anyway, we're moving on to round 4. The theme of round 4. Say what you see. Sorry. I need to switch myself back over that. I need to get in my proper place. Make myself a little bit smaller. Say what you see round 4. So I'm going to show you a variety of emojis, and you have to guess the title of the film. All of these films are magical in some way, shape or form, but the emojis basically like spell out the name of the movie. You've got to come up with it for this because it is a little bit harder. Excuse me. Instead of 10 seconds, you will get 20 seconds. But I'll say what each emoji is, and then you need to guess the title of the film. Okay, and here we are with number 1. If I click on the right screen. Here we go. So we have a prince, an arrow and 3 rings. A prince, an arrow and 3 rings. And we had 20 seconds on the clock. What is the title of this film? Number 2, we have a wizard and witch, an arrow, a wave, a house, another arrow, and a camera. A very old-fashioned camera for all them young people who don't identify that as a camera. And there is 20 seconds on the clock. When they say to me, what did you do during lockdown? I'm going to say I drew a thunderbolt on my head and talked to myself with a camera in front of me. That'll be a story for the grandkids. Anyway, number 3. We have a reverse arrow, a number 2, a city skyline, which is green, and some sparkles. What is the title of the movie? Make it out from these emojis. A reverse arrow, a number 2, a city skyline, that's green, and some sparkles. 3, 2, 1, and the next one. We have a bee, and we have a witch, and we have 20 seconds on the clock. What could this one be? A bee and a witch. Title of the film. Some of you might think, oh, these are really hard. Yes, we're in round 4, and the quiz does get progressively harder. This one. A sword, a dagger is that, an arrow, and some stone. That's a stone. What is the title? And the next one, we have a wolf, we have a box, a moving box, and a castle. And we have 20 seconds on the clock. Don't forget that during the break there is 5 minutes. You can go to our website, www.studentsunion.blackpool.co.uk/bbquiz. Well done. And you can donate to NHS Charities Together. There is a link on our website to our Just Giving page. And the next one, we have a black square and we have a cauldron. 20 seconds on the clock. Title of the movie. Likewise, if you want to go and suggest a theme, you can visit that link again. And at the bottom of that page, there is a place where you can suggest a theme for next week's quiz. And the next one, we have 2 swords, and we have a hammer and a wrench. And we have 20 seconds on the clock. Yes, if you do suggest a theme, I put it in a randomizer and pick the best one. Not pick the best one, we do whatever one comes out. So do make sure that you are suggesting them. It also helps me come up with the ideas when I put the quiz together. In this one, we have a bed, we have a door with an arrow, we have a plus sign, and we have 2 brooms. And we have 20 seconds on the clock. Also, if you want to send us some feedback, you can go to the Student Union website. Tell us how we can enhance the quiz if you like. Don't say get rid of me. And I believe this is the last one. So for the last one, we have a moon, we have a cup or a mug, depending on which part of the country you're from. We have a snake, we have an arrow, we have an emoji face with a halo, and we have a trophy. And we have 20 seconds on the clock. I do think this is the last one before we move on to round 5. And then the bonus question. What's the bonus question going to be this week? We'll see. The bonus question is worth 5 points. So if you get it right, you can add 5 points. But here we are with round 5, which is ultra general knowledge. So you can expect this to be the hardest round of the quiz. I hope you've enjoyed the quiz up until thus far. But we have 10 more questions for this round, the bonus question, and then we'll have a 5-minute break. So question 1. In the book and musical Wicked, what is the name of the green-skinned witch? In the book and musical Wicked, what is the name of the green-skinned witch? 10 seconds on the clock. I started counting down in my head then I remembered I needed to put the countdown on the screen. It's no good doing it in my head. Question 2. Who is the evil little fairy tale wizard whose name comes from the German for little rattle stilt? Who is the evil little fairy tale wizard whose name comes from German for little rattle stilt? 10 seconds on the clock. Three, two, one. Question 3. When translated from Aramaic, what does abracadabra mean? Question 3. When translated from Aramaic, what does abracadabra mean? 10 seconds on the clock. Question number 4. On December 6, 1986, world-famous magician David Copperfield walked through which object? On December 6, 1986, world-famous magician David Copperfield walked through which object? 10 seconds on the clock. Don't forget, if you do like our quiz, you can subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification, and you'll be notified the next time we go live. But question number 5 is, in what book did the first depiction of the wizard Merlin appear in? In what book did the first depiction of the wizard Merlin appear in? 10 seconds on the clock. If you do hit that bell notification, it will send a push notification the next time we go live. And we do this quiz every Wednesday at 8 p.m. for the foreseeable future. Question number 6. What is the creature Jason Manford dressed up as when he appeared on the TV show The Masked Singer and sang Black Magic? Question 6. What was the creature Jason Manford dressed up as when he appeared on the TV show The Masked Singer and sang Black Magic? 10 seconds on the clock. Four more questions to go of round 5. Question 7. What professional name does the magician Stephen Frayne use? What professional name does the magician Stephen Frayne use? 10 seconds on the clock. Don't worry if you haven't got any of the answers for this round. You may have got a lot more on the previous rounds. Question number 8. Who played the part of the Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz? Question 8 is, who played the part of the Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz? 10 seconds on the clock. It's going to bother me that Thunderbolt's drawn on the wrong way. Question 8. Which magician legend performed the song Pinball Wizard from the 1975 rock opera film Tommy? Question 9. Which music legend performed the song Pinball Wizard from the 1975 rock opera film Tommy? 10 seconds on the clock. We have one more question to go for round 5, and then we have the bonus question that's worth 5 points. Question 10. In E. Nesbit's novel, The Five Children in It, what is it? In E. Nesbit's novel, Five Children in It, what is it? 10 seconds on the clock. I remember this film coming out like years and years and years ago, back when I was a wee bairn. What is it? And then the bonus question. Are we ready for the bonus question? So if you do get this right, you have the possibility of winning 5 points. That might put you in a higher position than some of the other people who are doing the quiz today. After I've given you the question, we are going to go to a 5-minute break, and we'll be back with the answers very shortly. But the bonus question this week is, what would you get if you added powdered root of asphodel to an infusion of wormwood? You didn't think this question was going to be easy, did you? The question is, I'll read it again. What would you get if you added powdered root of asphodel to an infusion of wormwood? That is the bonus question for this week. And we will be back with after the break. But, you know, for these 5 minutes, if you're with someone today, I just want you to turn to them and ask them how they are. just turn to them and ask them how they are. It's important that we do stay connected with one another in these times. Or if you're not sat with anyone today, why don't you just text a friend and say, hey, how are you? That's all it takes. That could make someone's day. And if they want some time of you, they want to call you for an hour, if you want to take a break, just stick me on pause. I'll be back. You can get the answers later on. But it's important that we do stay connected with one another. So in these 5 minutes, just go around the room if you're with a group of people. If not, message someone and just generally ask how they are and just listen to them about their day. But I will be back in 5 minutes after this short break with the answers. Grab yourself some food, ask someone how they are, and I'll be back in 5 minutes. Bye.
Everything has changed.
We're still together, yet we're apart.
Being apart is tough. We're human. We're here to make connections, live together, learn together.
We at Blackpool and the Fylde College are virtually by your side.
As a Blackpool and the Fylde College student, you're never alone. While we're in lockdown, we're also helping unlock your potential, building futures.
And we're doing it together.
We are all growing together.
We used to talk about B&FC having a sense of community like no other large college in the UK, but in the weeks we've been apart, we've not only felt it, we've seen it.
We've always knew our students were remarkable, but you've exceeded our expectations. Students supporting the community, striving for excellence in exceptional environments.
Here in Blackpool, we live in an extraordinary place. That shore, the tower, our peers, our communities.
They make us who we are.
And it's because we're so fortunate that this new way of doing things is even more of a challenge. It makes you realise what great things we shared together.
The fun we had, the games we played, the work we did, the songs we sang.
And we'll sing again. While it might feel like forever, this situation is only temporary. We'll all be back together before you know it.
Learning new lessons, playing new games, singing new songs.
Because if there's one thing we've all learned, it's that we're better together.
Blackpool and the Fylde College. Ready when you are.
Hello, it switched my mic back on. Hello, and welcome to the second half of the quiz. I say second half because we are about to go with the answers. But did you ask someone how they were? I would like to know. I hope some of you have asked someone how they are today. For those who are like me, who have asked their parents how they are, you might have received a return question of, what do you want? And then you'll awkwardly say, nothing, I just love you. And they'll be like, all right, but what do you want? But anyway, just to let you know, Blackpool School of Arts are launching a private exhibition a virtual exhibition of the graduates tomorrow, graduates' artwork. If you do want to be invited to the private viewing before it goes to the general public, you can go to Blackpool School of Arts and just search that on Facebook, Instagram or Twitter. And there's an email on there that you just need to email, and you'll get a link tomorrow to go and have a look at the private viewing. I've already had a little cheeky sneak peek at some of the artwork, and it's absolutely amazing, and a massive congratulations to the graduates that have been involved in that and persevered through these trying times. So it would be great if you can go and support them and have a look at the artwork that is being shown in that virtual gallery. And you might have noticed for the past 2 weeks we did have a little bit of a trailer promoting the sabbatical officer election. That has actually come to a close on Friday, and the results of who will be the next sabbatical officer and who have got the positions for next year within the Students' Union have been announced. So if you do go onto our social media on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram or Snapchat, you can see who has got what role. In the upcoming weeks, I will hopefully be able to introduce you to them a little bit further. But until then, let's get on to the main attraction, which is the answers. So we'll go with round one. And round one, it was general knowledge. And question one. Who played the Goblin King in the film Labyrinth? It was, of course, David Bowie. If you've got David Bowie, give yourself a tick. Question two. Which wizard was the supporter of King Arthur? The answer, Merlin. Question three. What is the name of the American Horror Story season where witches first appear? That was obviously Coven. Very underrated season, but obviously if you are of age, please do go watch it. It's amazing. Question four. In what year was Wizards of Waverly Place, the movie, released? The answer, 2009. It makes me feel very, very old. It feels like it was just yesterday. Question five. Centaurs and legendary magical animals are magical animals. They are half human and half what? It is none other than a horse. Question six. In the 2005 film The Magic Roundabout, Joanna Lumley provided the voice for which character? It was Ermintrude, the little cow with a blue hat and a daisy. Question seven. In J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit, Bilbo Baggins and a band of dwarfs set off to steal a treasure from a dragon. What is the dragon's name? The dragon's name was Smaug. Played by Benedict Cumberbatch, I believe. Do go and watch some of the behind the scenes videos because it's amazing how he got into character and he got into voice. Some might say he has the technique that I have for my impersonations where I embody the character. Question 8. Which professional snooker player has the nickname The Magician? The answer to that is Sean Murphy. Question 9. On Britain's Got Talent 2020, father and son magician act James and Dylan Piper left us spellbound when they revealed a canvas of Simon and his son Eric riding what? And it was a jet ski. Question 10. Who wrote the Wizard of Oz books? It was none other than Lyman Frank Baum. Baum. Don't know, I've probably just wrecked that, but there we go. That was the first 10 questions. How many answers did you get? Write the tally down. It'll make it easier for when you add up your final score. I'll give you a few seconds before we go into round 2. Don't forget, obviously, after the quiz, you can go out to our website at www.studentsunion.co.uk/BB quiz, and you can donate to NHS charities together through our Just Giving page, or you can suggest a theme for next week's quiz. But we will move on to round 2 after I've had a sip. And it was a picture round, so it was name the movie, and of course there was bonus points for it. So I showed you a picture of a mythical creature from a film. You had to give me the name of the film, and then for the bonus point, you had to tell me what name of the creature. You had to name the creature. So here we are with picture number 1, and that is obviously The Wizard of Oz, and the creature is a lion. Fun fact, I did play the lion in a little school play when I was a wee little youngster, and I did play the lion in The Wizard of Oz. This is number 2, and obviously this is from Harry Potter, and the extra point is mermaid. And no, you don't get an extra point for telling me which Harry Potter it is. The extra point is telling me what creature it is. Number 3, this is from the movie Onward, and the animal is a unicorn, although it does have wings, and I do take personal issue with that, because usually a horse with wings is a Pegasus, not a unicorn. But you know, you can argue with me that in the comments, but unicorns don't have wings. Sorry. Some of you will say unicorns don't exist, and for you I feel truly sorry. Which movie is this from? It is The Chronicles of Narnia. I will accept Narnia if you just put Narnia down. I will also accept, of course, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. And this creature is a centaur. The next one. And this is from the movie Percy Jackson. And I will accept, if you've wrote down what the creature is, either a gorgon, which is its traditional name, or this lady is playing Medusa, which is very, very famous in Greek mythology. I would suggest going reading about it. It's one of my favourite Greek myths. This one, obviously, very, very hard one. I know none of you will have got this right. The movie is Aladdin, and the creature is a genie. I say creature, he's a person, and he's... yes, they made a remake of this. I am not going to watch it. And that's the end of that. But yeah, that is the genie. What movie is this from? Some of you might be like, but if you do look in the left-hand corner, there's some ginger wisps of hair. So this is from the movie Brave, and the creature is called a wisp. A wisp. Give yourself 2 points if you got them right, or just give yourself 1 point if you got one of them right. What creature is this? What movie is it from? Well, if you looked very closely, you will have seen Captain Jack Sparrow. So obviously the movie is Pirates of the Caribbean, and the creature is the Kraken, which is brought up to the surface by Davy Jones, who has an octopus face, and yeah, no heart. What movie is this from, and what creature is it? This one might have slipped you up, because I will not accept if you've said this creature is a dragon. I'm absolutely not accepting that. Do not give yourself a point. You can argue with me about it in the comments, because this creature is a Jabberwocky from the movie Alice in Wonderland. Might look like a dragon, but I'm not accepting dragon. It's a Jabberwocky. The clues were the line of the Queen of Hearts men behind the Jabberwocky. And which movie is this from? And what type of creatures are these? The movie is Coco, and the animals are alebrijes, or also known as spirit guides. So if you wrote down spirit guide, I will accept the point for it. But they are alebrijes from the movie Coco. And that is the last one of this round. So if you want to go and tally them up, and it'll make it easier for when we get to round 5 and you've got all the answers, and after the bonus round you could tally everything up. And do leave a comment down below letting me know how many you got right and how many you got wrong, and you can curse at me telling me how hard this quiz was. But yes, also give us a like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell notification. Feel like a proper YouTuber now. I'm coming into my own. It'll be sad when I've got to give the quiz up. But anyway, round 3. And round 3 was the quote round. Harry Potter characters. You should have got all of these. If you didn't get 100% of them right, then I'm absolutely shocked, because I gave Oscar-worthy performances, and you should be very grateful that I'm doing this for free. I'm kidding, obviously. Quote number 1. Now, if you two don't mind, I'm going to bed before either of you can come up with another clever idea to get us killed, or worse, expelled. Which character was this? This was, of course, Hermione Granger. Hermione Granger, one of the 3 duo. Quote number 2. I killed Sirius Black, you come to get me. This is none other than Bellatrix Lestrange. If you got Bellatrix Lestrange, give yourself a point. Quote number 3. Training for the ballet Potter. That is none other than Draco Malfoy. Quote number 4. Then you should have died rather than betray your friends, as we would have done for you. That is none other than Sirius Black. Quote number 5. You're a little scary sometimes, you know that? Brilliant, but scary. That is Ron Weasley. Quote number 6. Nasty brat standing there, bold as brass. Harry Potter, the boy who stopped the Dark Lord. Friend of mudbloods and blood traitors alike. That is Creature. You might have forgotten him. He was in Godric's Hollow? No, he wasn't. Grimmauld Place. He's in the house. He was the caretaker. He is an elf. He's the slave of the house to the previous family, the Black family. And obviously Harry Potter inherited him when he inherited the house. Obviously it doesn't say that in the films, but that is what happened. And if you haven't watched the Harry Potter movies, or if you have and you haven't read the books, go and read the books. There's a lot more in there than meets the eye. Quote number 7. I've always wanted to use that spell. That is Professor McGonagall. Or if you've put Minerva McGonagall, I'll also accept that. There'll be some Potterheads out there saying, it's Minerva McGonagall. But either or, that's fine. Give yourself a point. Quote number 8. The things we lose have a way of coming back to us in the end, if not always the way we expect. That is none other than Miss Luna Lovegood. Looney Lovegood. Question number 8. Why, dear boy, we don't send wizards to Azkaban for blurring up their aunts. Excuse me, pardon me, I'm very sorry. That is one of my favourite lines from The Prisoner of Azkaban, and it is none other than Cornelius Fudge. And quote number 10. The boy who lived, come to die, Abracadabra, and it is Lord Voldemort. Lord Voldemort, although J.K. Rowling did say that Lord Voldemort, it actually has a silent T on the end, so it's more Lord Voldemort. Although, in recent times, we don't really listen to what J.K. Rowling has to say. Well, I certainly do not respect her opinion. That's a fact. But anyway, we're not going to talk about that. If you tally up all your answers for round 3, you can tally them up from round 2 and round 1. That'll help you when we give you the rest of the answers, and you can add up all your points at the end. Write them in the comments, let me know. I do go and read through the comments after the quiz, actually. But yes. Round number four. Round number four was Say What You See round, and it was a list of emojis. And you had to give me the movie title. I've already had a barrage of abuse through text saying that the emojis were so difficult. That's the intention. The quiz gets harder as it goes along, I'm afraid. Nothing I can do about it, although there is, because I do the quiz. So anyway, this one, you're all going to kick yourselves when I give you the answers. That's why I'm building up the anticipation. But this one was Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings. Get it? King, a lord. My lord, my lord, my lady, my lord. Lord of the Rings. Which one was this? A wizard, a witch, wave, a house, Waverly Place. It was Wizards of Waverly Place, the movie. Some of you are going to be saying, how? Well, it took me ages to put these together. So that's why I gave you 20 seconds instead of 10 to figure them out. The next one, this was obviously Return to Oz. Hello, Return to Oz. I did make the city skyline green for you just to help you. So if you haven't got it, it's your own fault. And if you haven't seen Return to Oz, I do thoroughly suggest it. Very good film. Go and watch it. The next one, Bewitched. Anyone? I think this was the easiest one. Bewitched. Eh? Bewitched. Anyway. Sword, an arrow, stone. The sword and the stone. Sword and the stone. Eh? All of these are suddenly making sense. A wolf, a moving package, and a castle. I did give you a little bit of a hand saying that it was a moving package. Like a package, a parcel that you pack up before you move house. It's Hal's Moving Castle. Hal's Moving Castle, magical film. I've just recently rewatched it. It's on Netflix. It's an anime film. Thoroughly recommend. Absolutely stunning film. If you haven't seen it, do go watch it. Next one, Black Square Cauldron. Black Cauldron. I believe it was a Disney film. If you do go and watch it, it is a kids' film, although I wouldn't recommend young ones watching it. It's one of the most darkest Disney films. I'm pretty sure it was Disney anyway, but it's a really dark animated film. Brilliant. I want to go and rewatch it. But yes. Two swords and a hammer and a wrench. That is Warcraft. Get it? For those who are saying the excuses, well, you've got to know the films to be able to do it. I'm like, that's only half the battle. Figure it out. Guess this one? Did anyone get this one? One of my favourite films. My mum used to watch this all the time as a kid. It's one of them. Basically, this film is my Frozen, where you ask your parents to stick it on again and again and again and again and again. This one is Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Bedknobs and Broomsticks, the arrow pointing to the knob on the door. Bedknobs and Broomsticks. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. Absolutely brilliant film. Apparently they're remaking it. I'm not going to watch the remake because the first one is just so brilliant. And this is the last one, I believe. A moon, a cup, a snake, an arrow, a holy emoji, and a cup. And this is Monty Python and the Holy Grail. This one is for the adults, really. The moon and tea. I'll give you, the moon is hard. Like, it was more the mo that I wanted, but Monty, moon tea, Monty Python, and the Holy Grail. Tally up your points for round 4. Just 1 point. For this round, 1 point per question for this round. There's no extra points, even though it was difficult. Tally them up with all your previous scores. Oh, Carl, I'm just reading the chat comments. Carl asked how I am. I'm very well, Carl. Thank you for asking. I hope you are too. I know that you're a new father, and I hope that's going very well for you with the new baby. Very exciting. Claire said, is there a prize for the least points? Yes, there is, Claire. It means that you're the loser. Participation award? I'll send it out to you. I'll get back to you on that one. We might send out a certificate for the biggest loser. No, I'm kidding. It's good to give it a good go, though, Claire. Well done for giving it a go. I know this week was quite hard if you're not into magical and sci-fi. So many, I do forgive you for not getting many points this round, but do tune in next week. I think that the theme next week will be particularly a bit easier. For a lot of people should be able to get the questions right next week. I might tell you the theme at the end of this, at the end of the answers. But anyway, we're going to move on to round 5, which is ultra general knowledge. This was the hardest round of the quiz. Very difficult. Even some of these I wouldn't have been able to get right. So do forgive yourself if you didn't get any of these right. But question 1, in the book and musical Wicked, what is the name of the green-skinned witch? Wicked is based on the Wizard of Oz books. It's an alternative story, and the name of the witch is Elphaba. It's not the Wicked Witch of the West. She becomes the Wicked Witch of the West, but I won't tell you how. If you haven't seen Wicked, it will be performing in London, hopefully, when everything reopens on the West End. And occasionally it does tour as well. I think the closest place that it does tour to is Manchester, though. So if you haven't seen it, do go watch it. I've seen it twice. Amazing musical. And go read the book as well. Question 2. Who is the evil little fairy tale wizard whose name comes from German for Little Rattlestilt? It is none other than Rumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstiltskin. Some of you might be going, oh, of course it is. You could put that together. Don't worry. I would be in the exact same place if I was the one who was competing in the quiz and not the quiz master. Question number 3. When translated from Aramaic, what does abracadabra mean? It means, I will create as I speak. I will create as I speak. Give yourself a point if you got that. Quite hard questions for this round, but that's why it is the ultra general knowledge round. Question 4. On December 6, 1986, world famous magician David Copperfield walked through which object? It was the Great Wall of China. I wish I could tell you how he did it, but I can't. But yes, the answer to this question is the Great Wall of China. Question number 5. In what book did the first depiction of the wizard Merlin appear in? And it was in Historia Regum Britanniae. Or Britannia. I'm going to say Britannia. I probably balls that up, but I'm going to say Historia Regum Britannia. And tomorrow, I will actually research how you say that. I'm pretty sure I did, but I just can't remember how you say it. Question 6. What was the creature Jason Manford dressed up as when he appeared on the TV show with The Masked Singer and sang Black Magic? It was a hedgehog. And it's called Black Magic. It's a Little Mix song. Originally sung by Little Mix. It is a bop, as the kids would say. You can get down to it on the dance floor. When the dance floors reopen and it's safe to go back to them. But until then, question number 7. What professional name does the magician Stephen Frayne use? And it is Dynamo. If you got Dynamo, give yourself a point. And question number 8. Who played the part of the Scarecrow in the Wizard of Oz movie? It was Ray Golger. Ray Golger. If you got Ray Golger, give yourself a point. Question number 9. Which music legend performed the song Pinball Wizard from the 1975 rock opera film Tommy? it was none other than Miss Sir Elton John. I was going to say Mr. Elton John, but his official title is Sir Elton John because he has been knighted by the Queen. If you got Sir Elton John or just Elton John, give yourself a point. And question number 10. In E. Nesbit's novel, Five Children in It, what is it? Again, it's one of them films. Just go and watch it. I say that with every quiz, is just go and watch it. But it is a sand fairy, and I think they get 3 wishes or they get 5 wishes. It's kind of like a genie, but it's a little green animal with 2 antennae. I know I'm really selling the film here. Go and watch it. Brilliant. I think for every wish, there's a consequence. It's kind of like Nanny McPhee. Except it doesn't get beautiful as the film goes on. It just stays ugly. And anyway, tally up your answers for all 5 rounds, for round 5 and all the other rounds, and then I will reveal the answer to the bonus question. Let's see. So some people said that I'm just reading the live chat. Some people said that the emoji round was really hard, but Kyle actually got 10 out of 10. Well done, Kyle. Very, very impressed. I thought that they were difficult. I wouldn't have been able to get them if I'm being totally honest, but we might do more emoji rounds in the future. Maybe not next week, but maybe the week after. Claire's put a dance-based quiz next week, please. Oh, that would be fabulous, Claire. Could you imagine me? Instead of impersonations, I could do dance moves. I'll even put my tap shoes on. I've got my tap shoes. I might butcher it, but yeah. I do a demi-fondue plie. I've just butchered ballet there. And I did do ballet for 3 years while I did my musical theatre degree. I'm very sorry, Claire, for saying that. But anyway, the bonus question. What is the answer to the bonus question? The bonus question was, what would you get if you added powdered root of asphodel to an infusion of wormwood? If you get this right, you get 5 extra points. That could put you in the lead of this quiz. So 5 points. This question actually comes from Harry Potter book. It's from the first Harry Potter book, when Harry meets Professor Snape in Persian's class. And if you added powdered root of asphodel to an infusion of wormwood, you would get a draught of living death. That's a draft of living death. If you did get the bonus question right, give yourself 5 points. That is a very hard question, even for a Potterhead such as myself. But that is a 5-point question. So if tally up all of your answers and let me know the points that you got in the in the comments below. I do like to read all the comments and see how well you've done. Don't forget that you can go to our website. The link is just like here. It's called www.studentsunionblackpool.co.uk/pp quiz if you want to suggest a theme for the next quiz, or if you want to donate to NHS Charities Together, because obviously these quizzes, although we are doing them for the benefit of everyone watching it, and we are trying to raise money for NHS Charities Together. So please, if you do have anything, please do go and donate through the link on our website. Oh, I said that I might say the theme for next week. I won't say what the theme is. I'll sing no, I won't sing. I'll hum a theme tune. A tune? I'll hum a tune. I mean, I've already given it away, but I'm going to hum a tune, and then you can comment in below and question what it is. So here's the clue. Bum 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 bum. Oh no, that's the wrong tune. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to think of a theme tune now. It's not going well. Yeah, it's not totally about that, but you get the gist. I gave it away when I said theme tune. It's TV. Anyway, we will be back next Wednesday at 8 o'clock, so make sure that you do tune in. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your week and you've enjoyed this quiz. Let me know how many points you got in the comment section below, and I'll see you next week. Bye.